Alright, video is rolling.
Alright, my name is Zamichieli, and I first found this creek a while back when my friends and I used to just come back here, and it was more of an adventure. We would just go into the creek and see how far we could make it back every time, and eventually we kept getting farther and farther back. And there was one day where we actually started to get into mountain biking with a bike that I actually had taken out of my neighbor's trash. And we took it down to Valley Green, went on the trails. We were absolutely horrible, but we loved it. And we figured, well, hey, why don't we go back to the creek and make bike trails there? So we originally started with just putting sticks together and then throwing little piles of dirt on it, and that was about all we had for a long time. Eventually we started getting more and more infrastructure set up back here with trails to run wheelbarrows and bigger holes, and we just started to eventually find out more and more techniques to get our jumps higher, to get them bigger, and just make them a lot more fun. And it took us a long time, about 3 or 4 years of really just building and riding to kind of get the technique down and actually understand what we were doing back here.
Hi, I'm Justin Enay, and I'm talking about the creek. So years ago, JJ and I, along with a few other friends, would just come back here and explore. But JJ and I were the only two to stick with the biking thing. So we would make these really little jumps, and then over this quarantine, we made them these really big ones, and we got really back into it again. And that's kind of just how the whole thing took off with this big jump that we had. We started making another jump, step up, a rollers to kind of just make a rhythm section. And then we got really into it. It was getting a lot of fun.
My name is Freddie Zamichieli. I'm 14, and I started coming to the jumps, I would say, 3 years ago. And it was kind of fun at times, but once my brother Justin and a little bit of me started building back here, it kind of just went to the next level. And it was really fun. Me and my one friend Danny would come down here. He would always say Tony Hawk Run, and then it was just a really fun experience. And then it kind of got knocked down a little, and then we kind of rebuilt over this quarantine.
Hi, my name's Liam. I've been going to the trail since it was probably first built around 3 or 4 years ago. And I don't bike here, I actually unicycle, so it's really interesting. I used to bike here, and I've been into mountain biking, but since I've discovered unicycling, I come here to test my skills, and it's a lot of fun to be able to participate with the mountain bikers.
So yesterday, or 2 days ago, I came down to the trails at around 10 o'clock because I just needed to get out of my house, and I just figured I was kind of tired of doing the schoolwork, and I was just thinking I had a new idea for a new jump, and I came down here to scope it out and see where we would put it. And I was riding down, and I saw a couple policemen walk out of the trails, and I was like, oh man, I'm in for a shock. So I came down there. The chief of police was down there. He was talking to me, and he was really apologetic, but he said a lady had come by and sent in some pictures and complained about the holes and the jumps, and it was a liability for the township, so if anyone fell or got hurt, it would be on them. So he said a bulldozer was on its way now, and I was free to do whatever until then, but he just said he's really sorry, but it was a liability on his part, so we just kind of had to clean it up. So I had come in with another one of the department officials, and they had an excavator come in, and as we got to watch it go, which was definitely some great closure. I would have been pretty sad if I came down here and it was just all gone. I never got to see it go, but even the guy on the excavator was like, man, this is really messed up. I don't want to do this. So it was glad to see that they definitely had some regrets about what they had to do, but it was their job and it wasn't really their fault.